silent mode. We would like to welcome the dignitaries onto the stage. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you are all doing fine.
To know that we know what we know, and to know that we do not know what we do not know, that is true knowledge. With this thought to ponder upon by Nicholas Copernicus, we welcome you to the inaugural ceremony of NIT Trichy's Pragyan 22, powered by Salesforce. We would also like to extend our gratitude to Dr. Mini Shaji Thomas, who will be addressing us virtually. We take this opportunity to thank our official entertainment partner, Comedy Central, our official youth partner, Grapevine, our Tamil news partner, News 7 Tamil, our Tamil radio partner, Suryan FM, and Kalvi Malar and Dinamalar, our education news partners, for their invaluable assistance. We extend our gratitude and warm welcome to the dignitaries, faculty, staff, students, and to all the creative and innovative minds who are attending this inaugural function.
Born from the desire to celebrate technology in its true essence, Pragyan has come a long way. From its humble beginnings in 2005 to being South India's largest student run techno managerial organization, it has been a fairy tale rise into prominence as we look back on the last 16 years. This year, Pragyan drives forward into the future as we move into the metaverse platform. Being the first ever hybrid edition of the fest, it is set to enthrall, excite, and ignite the sense of wonder inside all of you. Forming a nexus of engrossing guest lectures, mind boggling exhibitions, events, and enlightening workshops which await you on the other side of the metaverse portal, we shall now traverse into it together as we take our first steps into Pragyan 22.
We would like to welcome our esteemed dignitaries on the dais. We have with us today Dr. J. Gerald, the Associate Dean of Students' Welfare. Mr. Rahul R., the Chairperson of Pragyan 22. Dr. Shobita Polus, Faculty Advisor of Pragyan. Dr. N. Kumaresan, Dean of Students' Welfare. Dr. G. Aguilar, Director of NIT Trichy. Dr. Mini Shaji Thomas, the former Director of NIT Trichy. Ms. P. Divyanjali, the overall coordinator of Pragyan 22. Here on this auspicious occasion, sticking true to the traditions from our past, we invite our guests on the dais to formally inaugurate the ceremony with the lighting of the lamp. To bless this ceremony, we invite Ananya and Aparna from Amrita Varshini, the Carnatic Music Club of NIT Trichy, for the invocation. Sorry.
हर देश में तो हर वेश में तो तेरे नाम अनेक तो एक ही है तेरे रंग भूमि यह विश्व भरा सब खेल में मेल में तू ही तू है सागर से उठा बादल बन के बादल से फटा जल हो करके फिर नहर बनी नदियाँ गहरी तेरे भिन्न प्रकार तो एक ही है चींटी से भी अनु परमाणु बना सब जीव जगत का रूप लिया कहीं पर्वत वृक्ष विशाल बना सौंदर्य तेरा तू एक ही है यह दिव्य दिखाया है जिसने वह है गुरुदेव की पूर्ण दया तू कड़िया के और न कोई दिखा बस में और तू सब एक ही है हर देश में तू हर वेश में तू तेरे नाम अनेक तो एक ही है तेरे रंग भूमि यह विश्व भरा सब खेल में मेल में तू ही तो है
Always there to lend a helping hand, this man is a constant beacon of support and never fails to motivate and support the student fraternity. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. J. Gerald, the Associate Dean of Students' Welfare, who will now deliver the welcome address.
A nexus of opportunities is what we see when look at this new edition of the ISO certified Techno Managerial Festival of NIT Trichy. Over the years, we have been blessed by the presence of hundreds of eminent personalities gracing the event, providing their valuable insight into the various fields of technology and management. We are proud to say that this year will be no different in carrying ahead that tradition. I am proud to welcome the stellar panel of distinguished guests joining us today for the inaugural ceremony of the 18th edition of Pragyan. The chief guest for today's ceremony is the immediate past director of our esteemed institution, the first women director that the campus has seen. She oversaw the consistent growth of the college through NIRF rankings, ending at an all-time high at her tenure in the campus. She has been a constant source of inspiration for the fest during her years in the office. Let us welcome Dr. Shaji Thomas. We are proud to have you join us today, madam. I would like to welcome our Honorable Director, Dr. G. Aguila. We are excited to have you witness the first edition of the fest during your tenure, madam. And we are thankful for your immense thoughtfulness in helping us make this edition a reality. Welcome you, madam. I also welcome our Dean Students Welfare, Dr. N. Kumaresan, to the ceremony. His contributions to improving the well-being of the student community have known no doubts. And he continues to be a supporting pillar for Pragyan in this edition as well. Welcome, sir. I am glad to welcome our faculty advisors, Dr. Edilarasi and Dr. Shobita. Their role in guiding the organizers of the fest in shaping it is truly something that cannot be overlooked. I welcome Rahul R, Chairperson of Pragyan 22, Preka Devyanjali, Overall Coordinator of Pragyan 22, and Viswa Subramanian, Treasurer of Pragyan 22. Last but not the least, I welcome all the students who are attending this event and the members of Team Pragyan 22, as well as their heads who led them proudly in working hard to make the edition a grand success. Once again, I welcome you all to this inauguration ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for those warm words of welcome. The impetus to run any organization comes from an efficient leader. As Pragyan 22 is off to a great beginning, we would like to express our gratitude to the person who rose to the occasion with all the greater zeal, undeterred by the various challenges arising in these uncertain circumstances. We would like to invite upon stage the chairperson of Pragyan 22, Mr. Rahul R, to showcase to us a glimpse of what Pragyan offers.
In a world that is rapidly evolving and changing pace every day, technology plays an indispensable role in propelling humanity towards this elusive utopia that we as a global civilization strive to achieve. As every scientific advancement brings us closer to that ideal, Pragyan wishes to live up to its philosophy of celebrating the technology together as a unified community. It goes without saying. Therefore, there exists an inherent nexus of technology enthusiasts who are actively contributing towards this betterment of society. Pragyan serves as a credible and certified platform for this. While the world has been brought to its knees and been consumed by this meaningless loss of life due to COVID, last year edition of Pragyan has been confined to online platform, and now it had its own limitation. It took courage to find hope in those desperate times and are understanding the world in a broad and mindful. However, we took the perks of conducting certain events online and incorporated this in Pragyan 22 to bring it to you as in a hybrid mode. Pragyan, as an ISO certified techno-managerial fest, always seeks to evolve and grow. As such, we have incorporated last year's theme of Metaverse directly into this year's edition by implementing a virtual simulation of our entire campus using Metaverse. This is especially proud moment for NIT Trichy because this is the first time in Indian history that a full-fledged Metaverse platform is being implemented for a college fest. There are a lot of events that are planned for this year's edition that are spread across 8 unique and exciting clusters. The different clusters of this edition of Pragyan are Concrete, Manigma, Bytalk, Conception, Roborex, Pandora's Box, Phronesis, and Events. A few of these events are mega sized and it has got wide reach. Some of them are Town Race, Code Venetic, Attack of Robots, No Contacts, CTF, etc. This year's lineup of guest lectures aims to cover broad topics such as clean water development, space laws, diseases, and electron device and nanotechnologies. As we seek to emulate a return of normalcy inside our campus by hosting an hybrid edition of Pragyan, we hope that the students can find solidarity among their peers in a common goal towards standing unified to witness a better and brighter future for humanity. Thus, this year's theme, Nexus, is an ode to that concept, and we hope that the metaverse can bring the offline and online world closer than ever before. Behind every scene and story, there are unseen hands that tender the support and contribution to transform this into reality. The administration of NIT Trichy has been the force for this unwavering support throughout these years in ensuring Pragyan reaches greater heights, and the commitment towards the cause of students has been unparalleled in many ways, and their invaluable aid is every junction is organizing this fest as an instrumental keeping the sail of Pragyan waving high and proud. It would be disservice if we are not here to acknowledge their continuous and constant effort in making Pragyan more and more better. Thus, I wish to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the respective members of the administration and faculty advisors who have been huge believers in ideology of Pragyan. It would be also an amiss if I were not to address the various teams of Pragyan that have helped to shape this fest to bring to life. The teams that include ambience, content, CFGL, design, events, ESI, marketing, media relation, organizing committee, publicity, PPRL, quality assurance, social responsibility, technical council, web ops and workshop. Each and every one of our teams has its own specified roles and function that integral to the smooth and seamless function of this fest. Thus, I would like to conclude by imploring the audience to participate in all the events, guest lectures and everything that comes forth. With the full support of the admin and the 15 teams of Pragyan working like clockwise, I am sure that this Pragyan 22 will be a grand success. Thanks.
Thanks, Rahul. Mark Twain once said that continuous improvement is better than delayed perfection. For Pragyan and the many student-run organizations in our college, there is only one soul who not only remembers, who not only helped us improve, but also helped us get one step closer to achieving perfection. A mentor, a guiding light, and a man of action, supporting us from behind the curtain as we play our roles on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our Dean of Students' Welfare, Dr. N. Kumaresan, as he delivers a student address.
Respected Chief Guest of today's event, Dr. Mini Saji Thomas, our former Director, Dr. Aguila, Director, Gerald, Associate Dean, Elarisi and Shobita, Faculty Advisors, Pragyan 2022, Rahul, Chairperson, Pragyan 2022, Divyanjali, Overall Coordinator, Deans, Heads of the Departments, Registrar, Faculty Members across the departments, students, and ladies and gentlemen who are all watching in online mode. Good afternoon to all of you. I recall that the Pragyan 2020 was stalled due to the pandemic all of a sudden in March 2020 after the elaborate and meticulous planning and preparation by the team. As Rahul mentioned, Pragyan 2021 was conducted online. During these 2 years, technology played an integral role in the life of one and all. Work from home has become a common norm. The teaching learning process was completely transformed to an online platform and became accessible from anywhere outside the classrooms and institute premises. Technology made life possible without stepping out of house even for daily basic needs. The uncertainty brought by strict and sudden lockdown was immediately addressed through technology, saving the livelihoods of millions. Fast communication networks and systems, advanced machine learning techniques, big data analysis, cyber security, etc., was put into effective use. These technologies have evolved to penetrate into, of course, the electrical power systems and renewable energies too, the area which I am working. As we all know, for the evolution of smart city concepts to drive economic growth and improve quality of life of people, technology plays a vital role. That is, smart city concepts integrate information and communication technologies and deploy various physical devices connected to the Internet of Things network to optimize the efficiency of city operations and promote sustainable development. Material science and technology, improved civil structures, various electrical and mechanical systems made it possible to have floating solar photovoltaic farms in our country. Also, communities in remote areas of the country are powered using the locally available renewable energy sources like solar, wind, biomass, etc., along with the energy storage technologies. These systems interlink various technologies like advanced electronics, instrumentation, control using high-speed digital controllers, power devices, communication systems, mechanical engineering, civil and structural engineering, manufacturing technologies, material science, and many more. In all areas, the technology is developing and transitioning in a rapid phase. Hence, students must be ready to expand and update their knowledge not only in their field of expertise but also in the latest technology in allied areas. This will come out of self-learning outside the classrooms. The event like Pragyan will be much helpful for learning such skills. Our students are unique and they need to be unique when stepping out to contribute to the economy. So, I request all my dear students to keep up with the latest trend in technology, become more involved in technology related activities, participate in innovative interdisciplinary engineering projects, utilize the facilities in the institute to create new products of social impact, and many more on the same line. Thus, this edition of Pragyan is special as it is being held on campus in hybrid mode. After a gap of 2 years, Pragyan 2022 is rightly celebration of technology. The annual International Techno Managerial Festival of NIT Tiruchirappalli, Pragyan offers the scope to cultivate the spirit of teamwork among us the students from various disciplines of engineering. Students come together to create, share, and conceptualize new ideas for the development of products to use to the society at large. On this note, I would like to appreciate the student participants of Pragyan 2022 for their interest in showcase their technological skill at various challenging contexts in the event. Further, I wish the members of the Pragyan team 2022 all the very best. The upcoming days are the final showcase of a year of efforts, and as the Dean of Students Welfare, thank you.
Thank you, sir, for those words of guidance and inspiration. The leaders and thinkers of tomorrow require a platform to collaborate, innovate, and prove their worth to the world. Pragyan is immensely proud and honored for being that platform. This is no easy feat and would not be possible without the complete trust and support of our director. We would like to welcome our director, Dr. G. Aguilar, to deliver the presidential address.
Okay, good afternoon to everyone present here, both offline and online. Warm welcome to the chief guest, Professor Mini Shaji Thomas, and all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. There is no doubt in my mind that we as a civilization are in a perennial quest for knowledge and for ways to make our lives easier. The contemporary world is filled with a million problems that need to be solved within our lifetime. The mantle of responsibility for solving those issues falls on the current generation of competent engineers, technocrats, scientists, innovators, and visionaries. Thus, the need to bring attention to novel developments in science and technology, showcasing them amongst the student community and thereby imbibing a culture of celebrating technology were the founding ideals that brought about the advent of Pragyan. As director of NIT Trichy, the institute that has thus far fostered and housed the festive events of Pragyan, I can proudly proclaim that we as an institute have always strived to achieve academic excellence by questioning the constraints placed by conventions in the scientific world. Humanity always needs to test boundaries and break them to bring light to the next groundbreaking innovation. In such dire times where the world has been consumed by war and disease, it is the wonders of science and technology that will lead us towards a better and brighter future, and we remain committed to contributing towards that very cause. Our stellar rankings, undeniable infrastructure, and conducive environment help young innovators amongst us explore the realm of the unknown and thus provide them holistic growth and development. Pragyan, the much anticipated annual techno-managerial fest of NIT Trichy, was born in 2005. Ever since its inception, participants from a number of colleges across the country take part in various events conducted as a part of Pragyan, making it one of the largest techno-managerial fests in India. It is also the first student-run organization in the world and the third overall, next to the London Olympics and Manchester United, to get an ISO 2012 certification for sustainable event management. It also holds the ISO 2015 certification for quality management systems. The pandemic forced students into their homes, and the concept of online learning was brought to the forefront. While the world was reeling from the consequences, we as a community of technology enthusiasts did not halt our pursuits and still found ways to conduct the festive celebrations of technology in an online mode. Now we are proud to announce a potential return to normalcy after 2 years with a hybrid model for Pragyan 22 that will include both online and offline events. It's natural to wonder, how will students who are back home and students back on campus connect with each other? As it was pointed by the secretary, we have utilized the facilities of the metaverse, which will enable students at home to enjoy the events through a virtual 3D simulation of the campus and interact with other people through this platform. And again, the theme Nexus, which is an ode to the ideology that symbolizes humans coming together to form a network of intellectuals who shall strive to attain a common utopia for mankind. Pragyan 22 will feature a wide range of events, workshops, exhibitions, guest lectures, contests, clusters, and infotainment shows that will touch upon several important topics that are currently trending in the techno world and spread awareness of the same. For example, a virtual hackathon was organized in January and it was extremely well received by the participants. Pragyan 21 was a massive success despite being held in a virtual environment. Now I am sure that with your participation, Pragyan 22 will reach even greater heights. Pragyan also acknowledges its social responsibility to serve the community that has embraced it and as such remains steadfast in the agenda to improve the lives of humans. Several social initiatives taken up by the Pragyan happen throughout the year, some independent and others in partnership with other organizations. Desai, the celebrated flagship social responsibility event of Pragyan, took awareness about JEE to the grassroots. Gyan was another event organized by the social responsibility unit of Pragyan for classes 8 to 10 of SOS Children's Orphanage in Bhopal. Insights about different careers such as automobile, telecommunication were given to the students. So an interactive workshop on arts and crafts was also conducted, which ended with an interactive question answering session about career guidance. So the Pragyan 22 infotainment programs aim to ensure that this will be one of the most memorable editions of Pragyan. This year, Pragyan plans to host beautiful light paintings, an astonishing fire performance, and the innovative LED poi by Pua. The Crossfire panel discussion will address the future of cryptocurrencies and NFTs in India. These events in combination with the Sangam, Ingenium finals will hopefully inspire students to pursue technological advancements of their own and help use the power of innovation and creativity to solve the problems that plague humanity. The future has an infinitude of possibilities and it is up to the students to take it into their own hands to shape it for the better. With that being said, I would like to thank the organizers, audience and participants of Pragyan 22 and hope that you enjoy the festives over the next 3 days. And I also thank media and press people for giving wide coverage in all the digital media and the digital media. My dear students, have wonderful learning and great experience for the next 3 days. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your never-ending support and guidance. I now have the privilege of welcoming our chief guest, Dr. Mini Shaji Thomas, the eminent past director of NIT Trichy, who currently serves as a professor at Jamia Millia Islamia. Under her guidance, being the first female director of NITT, they witnessed unparalleled academic brilliance and infrastructural development. Dr. Mini Shaji Thomas completed her MTech in Electrical Engineering in 1986 from the Indian Institute of Technology, Madras, where she was a gold medalist and won the Siemens Prize. She received her PhD in Electrical Engineering from the Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi, in 1991, and has carved a name for herself in the field of academia during a career spanning more than 20 years. I would now like to invite Dr. Mini Shaji Thomas to grace the event with her inspiring words.
Thank you. Director, NIT Trichy, Dr. Aguila, Dean Student Welfare, Professor Kumulation, other deans, Registrar, Professor Arivaragan, Associate Dean, Student Welfare, Dr. Gerald, Chairman of Pragyan 2022, Rahul, overall faculty advisors, Edularacy and Sobida, the entire team of Pragyan 2022, my dear faculty members, staff and students of all the 17 departments of NIT Trichy, press and media, and student participants from across the country and the world. Good afternoon. It gives me immense pleasure and privilege to be speaking at the inauguration of Pragyan 2022. Thank you for inviting me. I'm delighted. Let me begin by congratulating Dr. Aguila, the director of NIT Trichy. I wish her the very best for a successful tenure, to take NIT Trichy to newer heights. I cherish the memories of Pragyan over the years. From 2017 onwards, I used to enjoy every bit, especially the guest lectures, Sangam, Crossfire, the social responsibility events, and of course, the infotainment events as well. The guest lectures gave me an opportunity to meet, greet, and listen to Nobel laureates and achievers from across the globe. The sheer magnitude of the finale events, the campus brimming with thousands of students, the fierce competitions, the exhibitions, the workshops, the laser shows, the food courts, and whatnot, all till 2019. I must also mention one of the toughest decisions I took in March 2020 along with the dean and other officials to call off Physical Pragyan 2020 and the stunned faces of Ram, the chair of 2020, and his entire team are still fresh in my mind. Later on, we realized that it was the right decision looking at the way the pandemic raged soon afterwards. I'm glad we are having Pragyan 22 on campus again, and congratulations to the entire team for their efforts. As you are aware, the Indian higher education system is transforming, with the National Education Policy 2020 being implemented effectively by the Ministry of Education, Government of India. Many aspects of NEP are demonstrated during Pragyan, and I'm glad we are progressing well in this regard. Let me explain. NEP promotes creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurship in higher educational institutions. Three very, very important words: creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurship. Let's do a status check here. The first one, creativity. Nurturing creativity is what Pragyan is doing. If you look at the array of events in this edition of Pragyan, whether it's application of intelligent transport systems, building non-contact machines, strategic planning using AI, building airboats, and many more, all these are nurturing creativity in the minds of the young participants from across the country and the globe. Congratulations. You must think differently and solve societal problems applying your basic knowledge. Now, coming to the second aspect of innovation, I'm glad NIT Trichy has come a long way in promoting innovation, and across India, every higher educational institution is promoting innovation. This is precisely the reason why India has improved the Global Innovation Index, GII, among the countries in the world. From 81, we were 81 in 2015 to 45 in 2021. Congratulations to each one of you and your senior students who innovated along with their faculty and staff. Please continue to innovate and increase our innovation index. Two major reasons for the improvement in the Global Innovation Index for India are the increase in patent filing and the recent startup boom in India, which brings me to the third aspect, which is entrepreneurship. Let me congratulate the final year students of NIT Trichy, Mehul Nath Jindal and Ishan Sharma, who have entered the Forbes India 30 under 30 list for their startup Bharat X. I'm sure there are many more startup owners here listening to me. You have helped India improve the GII. We need more Mehuls and Ishans from across the country to help India climb higher in the GII ranking and prosper as a nation. So let's nurture creativity and innovation as you are doing with Pragyan, which should lead to entrepreneurship. So how do you pick up the area to innovate, create, or plan a startup in a technical environment? I'm just talking about technical. So I want to just look at the technologies of the future, which will emerge in the coming 5 years. I'm sure Pragyan is using most of these technologies, but I'm talking about it for the benefit of everyone. The essential 8, which are called the essential 8 technologies, which currently trending are AI, artificial intelligence, AR, augmented reality, blockchain, drones, IoT, robotics, 3D printing, and virtual reality. So these are the essential 8. With the pandemic controlling the world for the last 2 years, some of these technologies have become integral to every organization. For example, almost all companies are using or about to use artificial intelligence. 3D printing in manufacturing is very, very common now. As per a PricewaterhouseCoopers PwC report of January 2022, the most practical and profound technology impact in the next 5 years, this is the prediction, will continue to come from this essential 8, which I just mentioned now. However, the prediction is that the 8 essential technologies will reconfigure into 6 power combinations to deliver a better world. So let me just briefly examine these 6 combination technologies which you would like to work on. The first one is automating trust. For personal, as you all know, for a personal relationship, whether it's between two people, whether they are relatives or friends, trust is the core virtue for relationships. Likewise, for business also, trust is the core virtue. Trust of employees, customers, trust of investors, and trust of the community around the business or the community who are consumers. Trust in a business can be enhanced using 3 of these technologies: blockchain, IoT, and AI. As an example, if you are taking the example of a farm product, IoT sensors can monitor a food item from the farm, from the time it is sown, from the time it germinates, what kind of manure was given, what kind of fertilizer is sprayed, through the supply chain after it is harvested. For all the parameters, it can be monitored whether the temperature was kept proper for storage, etc., till it reaches the hands of the customer. All the information is recorded in a secure, immutable blockchain, which the customer can verify and trust the product and the business. The second technological aspect or the combination technology is immersive interfaces. We are familiar with voice and text interfaces, whereas immersive interfaces can sense and react to emotions, brain waves, behaviors, and full body movements, as the devices will be capable of gathering and processing massive amounts of data locally with onboard artificial intelligence. With huge applications from medical to entertainment, the immersive interfaces can help people to work more effectively and creatively, as they will be able to interact with technology in a more natural and fluid way. So, the third combination technology is extended reality or XR. An immersive technology is an umbrella term which can merge the physical and virtual worlds. A continuum of augmented reality, virtual reality, and mixed reality with widespread applications. So, we may be using extended reality, research is going on soon. The fourth combination technology is working autonomy. So, this is giving more freedom to the workforce by intelligent automation, which is related to my field of work, which gives the systems the ability to learn from prior decisions and data patterns in order to make intelligent decisions on their own. So, if the machines are given more responsibility and using intelligent automation, people are freed to focus on more important work. So, as an example, I can give you the example of Power Grid Corporation of India, which has automated the complete transmission systems of India, and all substations above 220 kV in India are completely automated, unmanned. we could never have imagined this happening a few years back. No human intervention. It's controlled from Manesar near Delhi, fully automated. And much more is happening in all fields. So working autonomy is very important. And the fifth combination technology is digital reflection. It can be virtual. Digital reflections are virtual replicas of physical objects, products, processes or places that can be experienced or experimented on with simulations in order to gain a deeper understanding of their environment and life cycle. It has huge applications in multiple areas. Many industries, especially energy, power utilities, mining companies, and many more can use digital twins of their facilities and work sites to predict how changes to the environment and other factors affect productivity, safety, and planning. The sixth and the ultimate is the hyperconnected networks, which includes AI, IoT, blockchain, and drones. This can handle data from diverse sources in a fast, efficient, and secure way on a massive scale. Hyperconnected networks are becoming closer to ubiquitous connectivity. There will be consistent connectivity everywhere, low power for low data, and high throughput networks for mission critical applications. So hyperconnected networks will create a world blanketed in connectivity, and dead spots will be a thing of the past, which we complain all the time now. So this wave of innovation and combination technologies will convert the universe into a metaverse, which I'm glad Pragyan has already tested in a small scale. Now, metaverse is a word coined in 1992 by scientific fiction writer Neil Stephenson, as some of you may know, to describe a 3D virtual space. We have seen this in fiction movies, but now it's becoming a reality, and I'm sure I will live to see it in real in a few years from now. So these are the predictions for the next 5 years, the combination technologies. So I challenge each one of you to be a part of the metaverse development for a smarter and safer workplace and the world, but being aware of the risks involved. You know, every technology comes with some risks and issues. So be aware of the risks involved and work towards making the earth a smarter and safer workplace. Good luck. Before I conclude, I'm very excited to see Divyanjali as the overall coordinator of Pragyan 2022. I came to know that she is the first lady overall coordinator. And I wish to see the first lady chairperson. It was a big challenge when I was there, you know, for Pragyan in the near future, I'm sure. And good luck to all my women volunteers of Pragyan 2022 and all others who are present there. So I declare Pragyan 22 open and wish the event all success. Let's celebrate technology. Wish all of you a happy Holi. Let the colors of Holi bring cheer and happiness to all of you. Jai Hind and thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. That was truly an unforgettable experience. As thanks from our side for gracing the event with such passion, we would like to award the prestigious Pragyan mementos to our esteemed dignitaries. We now humbly request the Director, Dr. G. Aguila, to present the Pragyan memento to the Chief Guest of the inaugural function, Dr. Mini Shaji Thomas. We would like to call upon the Faculty Advisor of Pragyan, Dr. Shobita Polos, to receive the memento on behalf of the Chief Guest.
Thank you, ma'am. We now request the Chairperson of Pragyan, Mr. Rahul R., to present the Director, Dr. G. Aguila, with the Pragyan memento. Thank you, Rahul.
We request the overall coordinator of Pragyan 22, Ms. Divyanjali, to hand over the Pragyan memento to the Dean of Students' Welfare, Dr. N. Kumaresan. Thank you, Divyanjali. We request the faculty advisor of Pragyan 22, Dr. Shobita Polos, to hand over the Pragyan memento to the Associate Dean of Students' Welfare, Dr. J. Gerald. Thank you, ma'am.
Without the efforts of its 800 plus organizers, Pragyan would not be much to write home about. This person made it possible for the Pragyan workforce to reach its pinnacle. Thanks to her positive leadership skills, Pragyan 22 has carved a spot amongst the top fests in the country. We would like to invite the overall coordinator of Pragyan 22, Ms. P. Divyanjali, to deliver the vote of thanks.
A very good evening to all. Having witnessed Pragyan since its beginning, the only thing that has remained constant is about the ability to evolve no matter what circumstances are. As we come to the end of inaugurations of one of the largest technical extravaganzas of the country, I'd like to express my heartfelt gratitude to the people without whom this edition of Pragyan would not just be the same. Firstly, I'd like to thank our director, Dr. G. Aguilar, whose immense support and encouragement helped Pragyan 2022 to evolve. Thank you, ma'am. I would also like to thank our chief guest for this evening, Dr. Shaji Thomas, former director of our reputed institute, for coming down and inspiring all of us. I'd like to thank our Dean Students Welfare, Dr. N. Kumaresan, for presiding us over the function and for his valuable inputs that have helped carve Pragyan 2022 into the best ever edition. Thank you, sir. I'd like to thank our Associate Dean Students Welfare, Dr. J. Gerald, for his constant support and encouragement. Thanks, sir. I'd like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our faculty advisor, Dr. Elirasi, who has been there with us through the planning and implementation of every stage of Pragyan. I also want to take this opportunity to thank our faculty advisor, Dr. Shobita Pulauzi, who has been source of support throughout the journey. Thanks a lot, ma'am. I'd like to express my thanks to Register Dr. M. Arivalagan and Security Officer Mr. Murugan, all the head of the departments and professors for their unwavering support and faith in us. I am highly grateful to the estate management, sanitation and electrical departments and the administrative staff for guiding us in the smooth conduction of Pragyan 2022. I'd like to thank our faculty, staff, press and media for joining us on this auspicious occasion. I would also like to thank the Student Council and all the clubs of the college for their full support in shaping Pragyan. I'm highly thankful to Technical Council, Grafique, Pixelbug for being very supportive throughout each and every step of the way. For the constant alertness and unfailing vigil, I express my deepest thanks to the security guards at NIT Trichy, without whom the 5,000 odd students would not be secure as they are today. I extend my gratitude to Hostel Office for their continued efforts on making the students feel comfortable on campus and providing adequate internet facilities to organize the fest behind the scenes online. I would also like to thank CSG Office. And for the initiatives throughout the Pragyan year, I would like to thank the NITT Hospital and Fire Department for their timely services and support. As overall coordinator of Pragyan 2022, I am very blessed to thank my immediate Pragyan family, the 700 plus organizers for their hard work and commitment, especially ambience team heads Naresh Anna and Baji Reddy Anna, content team heads Anusha and Nikhil, design team head Sarvesh and his team, Crossfires and guest lectures team Aditya Sinesh, Ishwar, Kriti and Sudarshan, infotainment heads Vishal and Ananya, Exhibition Sangam and Ingenium heads Harish, Dhruti and Syed. Events team heads Giri and Afan. Pragyan Media Relations, Saurabh and Swapnil. Pragyan Marketing Team, Sabrinathan and, Sabrinathan, Prasid and Kshitij. Organizing Committee, Pranay and Gokul. Publicity Team Heads, Abhilash Monisha. Public Relations and Logistics Team Heads, Vaibhavi, Lekha, Manoa and Giri, CMV Giri. Quality Assurance Team Heads, Vaibhav and Sabha. Social Responsibility Team Heads, Mridula and Kaustubh. Technical Council Heads, Ayush, Rakesh and Anirudh. Workshops Team Heads, Bhuvnesh, Jeshma and Abhinarayani. And finally, Delta WebOps Team Head, Jayashri. We would also love to thank Recall alumnus, Recall and all our alumni, without which we would not get, we would not take this Pragyan to the next dimension. Their hard work has gained our organization the certifications of ISO 9001-2015 for quality management systems and ISO 20121 on 2012 for sustainable event management. It has also rewarded us with the patronages of Make in India, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, CEE Sion, and Indian National Commission in cooperation with UNESCO. Finally, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to every individual who had played a role in elevating the celebration of technology and helped Pragyan achieve the zenith of its potential. For without you, all Pragyan 2022 would not be where it is today. Lastly, I would like to give a special mention to all the Treasury juniors for working day and night and making this for making this inauguration successful. Looking forward and experiencing and celebrating technology with all of you. Thank you, and let's celebrate technology.
Thank you, Divyanjali. Ladies and gentlemen, with that we come to the closure of the inauguration ceremony of Pragyan 22. Still, the festivities are just about to begin as the advent of the most extraordinary celebration of technology is finally upon us. The world is ruled by the nexus of technocrat enthusiasts and ingenious innovators. Join us on this journey to explore the marvels and wonders of the world of Pragyan as we take you through a whole new dimension with the introduction of the metaverse.
So immerse yourself in the realms of Pragyan's events and let your active participation serve as your guide to look at the world in a different light, both literally and metaphorically. Have fun and experience the metaverse that awaits you. With this, we conclude the inauguration ceremony. We once again thank you for joining us today. Refreshments will be provided outside the barn hall.